Hello dear friends, welcome back on the tutorial from the NX CAM. Today we will learn how to make the spot drilling and the drilling operations, and this is the workpiece. So we have the several the holes, and we will learn how to make for the beginning the spot drilling for this in the NX CAM, and make the learn the drilling operation, and we will learn how to select the proper tool for this operation. So here we will drill these holes. It's 6 holes in the circular pattern. So the diameter of the holes is let's check it. So go to the analyze, measure the distance, and here the diameter, and select just the face and 8 millimeters. So the diameter of the holes is 8 millimeters. So we will need to create the tool with the diameter of the 8 millimeter. That's the drilling tool. So select application and select the manufacturing here to go to the CAM environment in the NX. So as usual, select the CAM general, and you can select here the mill planner, but you can directly go to the hole making. Oh, let's make mill planner. Select the mill planner here. Then we will select the whole making operation later. Just press OK. So this is our the CAM environment. Open it as usual. For the beginning we have to define the workpiece, the overstock values, and the 0 point of the workpiece. In order to do this, be sure that you are here the operation navigator is selected here, and for the beginning they select here the geometry view, and from the geometry view just double click to this coordinate system to define the 0 point of the workpiece. And if you double click this one, you see the dynamic coordinate system is appeared along the x and y axis, z axis. So you can by the dynamically you can define the any point, just clicking the 0 point to define the 0 point. So let's make it in the center since it is circular element. So it is better to define in the center. You can see here and this plane. And if you look from the top view, so it is exactly in the center. And just press OK here to define the 0 point. So you see here the coordinate system is defined and appeared, and this represents the 0 point of our the operation. Now let's define the part to be machined and define the stock value. In order to do this, you have to be in the geometry view still, and just open this one, and here in the workpiece, double click to the workpiece, and this workpiece dialog box will be there appeared, and you have to specify the part and specify the blank. In order to specify the part, just select this icon, and here to select this workpiece to be the machine. You see here that it is selected. Just press OK here, and now we can see here that this display is activated, and you can see here if you press this display, it shows that the part is the part to be the machined. Next step is to specify the blank. Here it is not yet defined, so in order to define it, just press this icon, and as usual that we have the several options to define the stock value. So in this case, let's use the geometry, and since it is just drilling operation, that we don't need any the stock value, we will use the part itself as a stock. This is the final part, and we will select here this part, and it's selected. This is the geometry, and just press OK. And if you here see this the display is activated, and if you press this one, you see the part is the stock value is the blank, is the showing here is press OK here. So just exit from the workpiece. So we defined our the 0 point, our the workpiece, and the blank geometry. Now next step is to go with defining the creation of the tools for this operation. Since we will take the operation for the beginning, the spot drilling and the drilling operation. So we will create the two tools for the two operations. So in order to create the tools here, select here this create tool, and here, and you have to select the type. It's the hole making, since we are in the making the holes. So select the hole making, and here the tool subtype will be the change it to the hole making subtype. And here from here you have to select this one for the beginning for the spot drilling. That's the spot drilling operation. And here you can define the name of the tool. By default it's just spot drill. I will keep like this, and but you can define here the any name. So just press OK. So, and you see that this tool is created here, the spot drill. And let me show here, and there is the parameters, the diameter of the 10. Let's make it 8 millimeters, since our the hole is the 8 millimeter. This is the angle. Is the, you can see here in the graph the values. It's the angle. This angle that usually it's 90 degrees, and this is the PL length is at 4. Let's keep it like this, and the total length is the 100 millimeter. The fluids is a 2, is the number of the teeth of the spot drill. And here you can define the material as usual. In order to do this, let's select this icon, and there is several available materials library in the NX, the high-speed steels, carbides, and so other. So let's go back. I will keep here as a high-speed steel, and just press OK. So you can check the tool in the here the machine tool view. In the menu here you see that our tool is created for the spot drilling. So this one. Now let's create the tool, the second tool for the drilling. In order to do this, select the create tool again. Here the tab again hole making, and here we can select here this drill, this one, or you can create it by the library. In the here select this one, the tools from the library. In this case, select the drilling. So select the twist drill, just press OK, and press OK just. And here there is the several tools available in the library. Since the hole is 8 millimeter, we need to select the twist drill with the diameter of 8 millimeter, with the least this one, and just press OK, and just cancel it here. And here you see the second tool is created with a diameter of 8 millimeter, and we can just rename it. Just right click here and rename it, just diameter 8 millimeter. So you can write to just the real, press enter. So this is the first tool, the spot drilling, and the second tool for the drilling. So we created our tool. Now next step is to create the operation itself. In order to do this, as usual, here we have the create operation. Just press this one, and the type is important. You have to select here the hole making, so it's selected in my cases. So select hole making. Now for the beginning, we will make the spot drilling. The spot drilling is here. Let me here the first one. So spot drilling, just open the points before the drilling operation. It helps us for the drilling operation. So spot drilling is selected by default, and in the location here in the program located inside just the program. So the G code will be located here. Tool, here we have created two tools for the drilling and spot drilling. So we are now making the spot drilling. We will select here the spot drill. In the geometry, it is important you have to select the workpiece, since by selecting the workpiece, the system they automatically recognize the stock values, the 0 points, and the material, the workpiece to be the machine. So it is important. And here the method is just a drill method. So just we are making the drilling operation, and the name of the operation is the spot drilling. You can define by yourself any name. So I will keep here and press OK. As you press the OK, then it will be the forward to the dialog box of the spot drilling. Here, what is important for the beginning, you have to specify that the whole features to be the spotted, that's drilled. In order to do this, you have to select this icon, select this one, and this will be opened. And here the select object is not yet selected, so you have to select the holes which is to be the spotted. In this case, in our the cases that there is this holes, you see it is the highlighted. So step by step you can select the sequences of the holes. For example, we can start from this hole, so I selected this one. So the geometry of the hole will be the recognized by the system automatically, and you see here it defines its automatical depths, the angles according to our tool and to the geometry. You see here the depths is for the spot drilling, it's the shape. In order to select the second, just press the second hole. So it is selected here, the same hole you see in the list, the second hole, and step by step in the sequences, select the other holes like this. So you see in the list, this is the started to create the first hole, second, third, and fourth hole, and this is the fifth, and this is the last one, is 6 holes. So we have the 6 holes, and all the geometry is recognized by the system. So we will keep like this and just press OK. So here, if you display it, you see the 6 holes starting from this one in the sequences it's created. So we defined the holes. Now we can check here the tool. So there is the selected tool is already selected. So we can close this one. The method is the drill method. We already selected this one. And what is the important is the motion type. There is the machine cycle or single moves. What is the difference is here in the machine cycle, if you select the machine cycle, this spot drilling of the 6 holes will be generated the G code according to the G81 code according to the drill cycle. If you select the single moves, it will be created the G codes based on the just single moves like the G00 and G01 code. So you can define the G code, that final G code. So we'll see the difference. So let's define the machine cycle because it is the more efficient. So we will the win in the case of the time with the machine cycle. In the cycle, so it is just the drill. There is the other options for the text or the deep or the tap and so on. So we are just making the drilling operation. So we'll select here this one. So just for the beginning, just generate it to see the tool path. So you see that this is the tool path is generated. Here the starting point, the first hole, the second hole, and so on in the circular pattern. The blue line represents the approaching and the approaching to the hole, and this is this color is represents the first engagement of the tool with the material, and the red one represents the rapid movement of the tool in the non-cutting operation. This is just in the code, it's a G00 code. So this is how it's obtained. So you can verify it to see the system, the simulation. So select here the 3D dynamic. let's decrease the speed of the animation and just press the play to see the simulation for the spot drilling. So you see the spot drilling is the obtainer. Just we can press OK. So, and here we can define the speed, cutting speed, the feed weights of the tool. So you can write here the speed, for example, 1000. Depends on the tool specification, so it will be given in the tool specification, and according to the tool specification in the tool library you will define this one, and if you just calculate this one, press this one, it will be calculated these are the parameter for the machine. Just press OK. So, and press OK, and here select here the program order inside of the program. You see here that this spot drilling is created. So we created the spot drilling. Now the final step is to make the drilling operation. We just made some spot the openings on on the surface of the holes, that small opens. Now we will make the drilling operation. So we already created the tool for the drilling. Now we just need to create the operation. So as usual, just create operation. So here select in this case drilling. So here it should be selected in the type the hole making. So drilling again located inside of the program. In this case, select the tool is the drill tool for the drilling operation with a diameter of 8 millimeter. Again, it's important workpiece must be selected. The method is again the drill method. Again, if you press OK as usual, you will go forward the menu to select the whole features in the drilling operation. Here you see selected this one to select the whole features. The same way we can select in the sequences what we have done in the spot drilling in the select the feature, the select here your holes. In this case you see it will define automatically it's the dimension of the holes. The diameter of the 8 millimeter depth is this one is the through hole here, and the step by step select the other holes. So second hole, the third hole, next one, the next one. You see here six hole is selected to be the machined. Here the parameters is defined automatically. You can define this is the through hole, or you can define it by the depths. In order to define the depths here, you can just here click this one, and you can define by the user defined or from geometry. Now it is from geometry. If you want to give any value, you will just user define it. Here you see it is activated, and you can define the values for the depths. Now I will not keep, I will keep like this, and just here like from the geometry it will be locked. So it will define the depths automatically according to the geometry of the model. And here you can just it's enough to press OK, and you can see here the holes is created that selected. And here the drill method the same way, the machine cycle or single move, so you can define it by yourself. So machine cycle is much better with the G81 drill cycle. So here this drill and just generate it. So this is our tool path, and we can verify it as usual. Here is this one, and the animation is in the 4. So just press it. Now it is the same way the drilling operation is obtained. So just press OK here, press OK again. So we have the two operations, the spot drilling and the drilling itself. You can simultaneously simulate both the operation we have created. Just click the spot drilling, press the control and select the drilling. So you see that both of them is selected, and you can just verify the toolpath. It is already generated. So if it is not generated, you can generate both of them in the simultaneously. Now I will verify it. This is the spot drilling, and this is the drilling operation. And just that's okay. So then let's generate the G code for this operation. The post processor, the 3 axes here. Select the matrix or inch. It depends on you. No, the material is the matrix now in my case, so I select matrix. So measurement unit, just press OK, press OK, OK again. So you see here the simple G code is created for these two operations. And what was the important I want to highlight? Let's see this one, and here the machine cycle is selected. The machine cycle is selected. That's why here, if you look here, this one, this is the machine cycle G81. So the holes is the drilled based on the drill cycle G81. Since here the machine cycle is selected. For example, if I change here this one to the single moves and generate it again and press OK. Let's change for the spot drilling also for the single move and generate and press OK. Now this is the lines is with the drill cycle, and let's see where the lines with the single move. Select this one and verify the toolpath just to see the. I will close this one for the beginning and this one. So this is the almost the same. The simulation is the same, but so let's select here the post processor to see the G code the same way. Select the 3 axis, select here the matrix, press OK, press OK, then press OK, OK here, and this is the new G code for the single cycle. Now I will open the previous one. This one, let me open this one. I will open the note, notable. Okay, here, if you look here, the line is the longer. In here, there is no the drill cycle. Only with the single cycle with the G01, and there is making the whole drilling with the G00. There is no using the drill cycle, since in the second step we use the single cycle, not the drill cycle. So there is a difference between the drill cycle here, the drill cycle or the machine cycle or single cycle. So you can define by yourself, but more efficient is the machine cycle, and it is you will save the time with the machine cycle, so it will be make the faster and the easier the G code. So this was in general the spot drilling operation and the drilling operation we generated. So this was the tutorial for today. So thank you very much. And if you think that the tutorial is useful for you, please subscribe and like the video to share for the more people.